What's going on, everyone? Justin here with Trading Cards and More, back with another video. Today we're going to be going over my recent vintage auction that I ran. If you guys have been following along on the journey, we recently ran an auction with 9 vintage cards. One of those cards is actually off screen. And they just ended, and I'm going to go over the prices everything went for, and you guys can tell me what you think, how I did. Was this an epic fail? Was it not? Obviously, I don't have all the prices on all of these cards as far as what I paid for everything. But at least we can go over the auction prices and go from there. First card is this 61 Topps Ernie Banks. I bought this card because it was really sharp, really nice looking card. Obviously way off centered. This is actually the only card that didn't get the miscut qualifier. It still has a border on the side here. Whether we agree with the grade or not, we did get a 4 on it. There's not a ton of value for a 4. Looks like there was a little issue with the edge right there. But this card sold for $26 plus shipping. So all these cards, I do charge shipping on them. Obviously, if I offered free shipping, they would sell for a little bit more. I think someone got a great deal for this card at $26, but let me know in the comment section. Next is the 66 Topps Pete Rose card. I bought this card. It was really sharp. I mean, just a little bit of a touch on the corners, but obviously miscut. It did get the miscut qualifier, but they only graded it a 4. I thought it was more deserving of a 6 miscut, personally. That's based on me grading a lot of cards. Normally you could say this is a 4, but with the miscut qualifier, it should have got a higher grade because they don't factor in the centering when they give it the miscut. But it is what it is. It got a 4 miscut. It only sold for $21.65, which was a little disappointing, but somebody's going to get a great card. Pete Rose. Next, we got a 62 Topps Ernie Banks. You can see this one got a 7 miscut, so this one's a higher grade than the Pete Rose. Really sharp card, really nice. Off center on the back and miscut on the front. So you could say a 7 miscut is probably going to sell for around what like a PSA 4 maybe would sell. And this one went for $38.79. So definitely around that price range, $35 to $40 range. Really, I would much rather have a nice sharp card like this than your typical PSA 4, but that's just me. Next, we got the 67 Topps Hank Aaron. This one got a 6 miscut. Pretty sharp card, but obviously miscut. You can actually see slightly a border. It was right on the border of getting a miscut qualifier, but it did. And the price on this was $51.03. So this would be around that PSA 3 to PSA 4 range as far as the price goes. A little bit less than what I was hoping, but anytime you're running auctions, you can expect the auctions to go for a little bit less than what your normal buy it now prices would be. I've had some success lately with selling some of these with the buy it now, running sales and stuff like that, but I just kind of wanted to fire sell them and just see what they would go for. Figured it'd be a fun little experiment, and then you guys would get to see the whole process. Next was this card off screen. This is a 4 miscut Clemente from 61 Topps. Nice looking card. Once again, you can see the miscut on it. Then it also has a little issue right there. I'm not sure how that got on there or what happened, but anyways, nice card. It's a 4 miscut. This one went for $41. You could probably price comp this around a PSA 2, I'm guessing. I'm not really sure, but next was the 59 Topps Ernie Banks card. This got a 4 miscut. And you can see some damage around the corners and stuff like that. Really nice image though. Not really any print defects to speak of. And a pretty good surface on this card, so take it for what you will. It's a 4 miscut. And this went for $27. So somebody got a good deal on this one. Next we got the 6 miscut Clemente from 61 Topps. This one is definitely sharper than the other one. Really nice surface. Pretty clean image. Doesn't have the issue on the back. You can see part of the next card right there. This one only went for slightly over the 4 miscut. This one went for $50 even. Definitely a little bit less than expected. As I said, the auctions, you just never know what's going to happen. Next, we got the 61 Topps Hank Aaron 5 miscut. This had some color issues and print defects and stuff like that. So probably what kept that from getting a 6 miscut, because it is a pretty sharp card. Similar to the 6 miscut Hank Aaron. This one actually went for $59, so not a bad price for that one. Last but not least, we got the 68 Topps Mickey Mantle card. Funny story about this is I had 2 of these that were both graded a 5 miscut from the same order. They came back from PSA at the same time. I actually sent in quite a few of these Mickey Mantles. I had it up for sale in my store for months. I was running a sale as well. The day I posted the video talking about these cards, I believe, I actually sold the other copy of this. I believe it sold for $209. But I already had this set up to go up for auction, so I went ahead and ran it. And I think it helped kind of bring people to other cards of mine as well. This copy, though, only sold for $171.38. So not as good as the previous copy that I had. That shows you the auction, brings about 20% less than the buy it now. Potentially more, depends on the card. So overall, I would say we didn't do great. I have had some decent success in the past with some miscut cards. But like I said, anytime you run an auction, you're kind of taking on a little bit more of a risk because you don't know how many people are going to bid on it, how much money they're going to go for. But let me know what you think. How did we do? Should we do another experiment like this in the future? Should I stop buying these ugly miscut cards altogether? Hopefully you guys got some enjoyment out of it. You learned something new. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you in the next one.